Guys, this is the only way to shift your reality. Yes, I'm so serious. It doesn't matter who's teaching you. This is the only way in order to shift and create a different reality for your life. And guys, listen, how do I know this? I've spent over $250,000 traveling around this world, learning from some of the top personal development experts that we know. The Tony Robbins, Les Brown, Eric Thomas, Abraham Hicks, Byron Katie, spending months in Portugal studying neurolinguistic programming, behavior cognitive therapies. I've done so much work and I've learned so much. And at a fundamental level, it doesn't matter who is it the person that's teaching you. There's only 3 ways to shift your life that all of these people are trying to do. And the beautiful thing is, the moment you shift one of these aspects, your whole life transforms. But what if I was to show you how I help clients shift all 3? In this video, I'm going to give you a behind the scenes glimpse of my alignment VIP retreats. Guys, these are my one-on-one private retreats that I do with my high level clients, entrepreneurs, business professionals, artists, athletes, people who are performing at a high level that I've done literally all around this world in Mexico, Arizona, Miami, Indiana, literally all the different places, helping my clients not just shift one of these aspects, but shift all 3, which creates extraordinary level of results in different identity, different money that you're experiencing, a different level of fulfillment and happiness, and a different level of spiritual alignment. And how you can start applying these same principles to shift your life. Now, guys, listen, I've never talked about the retreats. I've never given behind the scenes. You're about to get it right now. And once you apply these principles, you can start shifting all 3 aspects of your life. So listen, if you're ready to make massive transformation, watch this video. If you're somebody else like a dabbler, you don't want to change your life, then click off of it. All right, y'all, let's get into it. So my name is Kusudi. I've been blessed to speak on stages all around this world, helping people discover and live in their purpose, and coach high-level entrepreneurs, athletes, artists, creatives, business professionals, CEO, create a different life of not just financial freedom, but also personal fulfillment and spiritual alignment. Those are all 3 components of success. So everything that I'm teaching you guys is not just things that I've done for myself that has helped me do over 7 figures in business, but things that I do for other people who operate at 7, even sometimes 8 figures in business, and create different results in all aspects of their life. It doesn't matter if it's your money, your weight, your marriage, your identity, your self-love. These principles apply to everything. And I want to show you exactly how. So let's get into it. So the reason I call it the alignment retreat is because, again, there's only 3 ways to change your life: the past, present, or future. I'm going to talk about each one. But the moment you change each one of these things, this is when your human experience gets into alignment, right? So my 5-day retreat, we do exactly that. And each day, we're focusing on one of the different parts to change your life. So the first day is we're always talking about the past. Guys, understand this. You've learned who you need to be in order to experience the things that you desire in your life. So at a certain point in your life, you learn who is it that you need to be in order to feel loved, who you needed to be in order to feel accepted, who you needed to be in order to feel appreciated, who you needed to be in order to feel safe, who you needed to be in order to feel appreciated, right? Life taught you, your parents taught you, your upbringing taught you the type of person you needed to be. And it was dependent upon your environment, your parents, the people around you, who you want to love from. Maybe you have to be a certain way for one parent and a different way for the other parent to get love, right? So you conform to the nature of your environment, because that's just what human nature is, which is beautiful and it serves you in one season. But I want you to imagine this. Imagine it's like wintertime in Minneapolis and it's snowing outside. What do you do when it's wintertime and it's snowing? You don't just walk outside. No, you put on layers. You put on some long johns, you put on extra pants, right? You put on a jacket, you put on a coat, you put on layers of pants, you put on multiple socks, you put on some big Timberlands. And in the wintertime, it serves you, it keeps you warm, it keeps you safe. But now I want you to imagine that you're taking those same layers and you're wearing those exact same layers in the summertime. What's going to happen then? You're going to be suffocating. And what's happening with a lot of people now, especially you guys watching this, is that an identity that served you at one point of your life is now suffocating you at another point of your life. You're being suffocated by being a people pleaser. You're being suffocated by your fears, your doubts. You're being suffocated by being an identity that you're wanting certain people to look at you in a certain way that you're not showing up authentically. Some of you are being suffocated by your success You've built the success, you've made the money, you have the business, you have the position, you have the house, you have the cars, you have everything. But along the way, you've missed out on yourself. You've lost yourself. And now your achievements are suffocating you because most people don't even understand why you feel lost. They're like, everybody's like, why can't you be grateful? People don't understand. They're only seeing the outwardly, but they see the outwardly all the things that you have, but they're not seeing the inwardly emptiness. So we got to see, what has the past taught you? Because most people, unless you've done this deep work before, then you have no idea how your upbringing and how your past is creating the way you wish to show up right now, right? So here are different ways. Like maybe it shows up as you being a people pleaser, because growing up, you learned how to people please in order to get love from my parents. Maybe it shows up now as not voicing yourself and you're suppressing your voice, because growing up, your opinion wasn't valued. Your voice wasn't valued. So now you're operating in the same way. You're not saying what there needs to be said. You're not speaking up for yourself. You're not setting boundaries. Maybe it shows up as you achieving and not having internal peace, not having internal happiness. Because growing up, maybe you didn't have anything. And so you were so worried about making money to get out of that situation that now you make money, but you're operating in the same way. Or you only got validated in love when you were achieving. So you looked at achievement equals love. And the moment you don't feel like you're achieving is the moment you don't feel like you're worthy of love anymore. Guys, here's are all the different ways in which it showed up. I remember for myself, it showed up as me worrying about money. It showed up as me worrying about power. It showed up as me wanting to be respected because I didn't know who I was. That's what got me involved in the streets. Because in the streets, when I made money, I had the brand new clothes, I had the car, I had a gun, I had all the different type of things. And it was just an overcompensation from not feeling anything enough inwardly. So everything that I had was an overcompensation for what I felt like I was missing inwardly. And guys, whatever you don't have internally, you're always going to overcompensate externally. So whatever love you don't have internally, you're going to overcompensate by wanting love from others. Whatever confidence you don't have internally, you're going to overcompensate by having a lot of achievements and having all the shiny objects that makes you look confident. And it's not until you get inwardly fulfilled that you're no longer worried about how you're externally looked, because it's always going to align with who you are and you're not going to need it from anybody else. Does that make sense? So the first day is we got to get inside of your past and see what's going on and controlling your past, right? Listen to what my client had to say about this part.
Day one, we dove deep and I was able to uncover my operating system, stuff that was subconsciously running my everyday programming. Things that I had no idea were there. And Kusudi just did a phenomenal job helping me see what was there and help me rewrite the script. So now I'm going home, literally a changed man after 2 days. I got a new script, I got a new operating system. Most importantly, I designed it. I created the operating system I wanted to run my life, and I didn't even know I had the power to do so. So yeah, that was my 2 days with Kusudi. It was truly, truly transformational, and I'm forever grateful. Thanks, Kusudi.
Now, day two, now that we know your past and we see who created you to be this way, day two is all about getting present to your present. That's funny. It's all about getting present to your present identity. Who is it that you've been being that has created everything that you currently experience? Guys, understand, everything outwardly in your life is just a reflection, a mirror, a fruition of who is it that you're being internally. Your internal being is always seeking outwardly expression. And it's not until you change who you internally are that you're going to change the external results that you produce in your life. So everything outside of yourself, your money, your relationships, your career, where you live, most people, they try to change those things. Like, if I want to make more money, let me go change my business. If I want better relationships, let me just go get a new spouse. If I want to feel more happiness, let me move to a different place. But isn't it interesting how no matter where you are, there you are? It's always going to match up to your level of being. So another way to say this, and I want you to write this down, this is very powerful, is take your awareness off the creation, which is the money, the relationships, the environment, the success, and put your awareness on the inner creator that's doing the creation. You gotta get that. I mean, you gotta get that. Take your awareness off the creation and put your awareness on the inner creator. Because if you try to change the creation, it's always going to balance out to the level of the person that created it. But the moment you change the creator, then the creation has to change itself effortlessly every single time. And this is what we get present to in the present. Is what is the identity? What are the thoughts that is creating your reality? Your life looks like your thoughts. Like, I want you to hear that again. What if I told you that your life looks like your thoughts? What would your life be saying about your ideas? What would your bank account be saying about your ideas? What would your relationship be saying about your ideas? What would your environment be saying about your ideas? What would it be saying about your ideas? So if you want to change the creation, change the inner creator, change the thoughts, the actions, the ways of being, everything that's creating it, who is it that you are? But I always tell people this, you want to remember this, you can never change what you're unaware needs changing. So day 2 is always getting present and getting aware to the person that you're being that's created everything that you already experienced. It's one of the most powerful days of your life. You're going to see exactly, right? I do this process. I'm going to put like an overlay of it right now. But like I literally put and map out my client's whole unconscious blueprint that is controlling every single thing that they're experiencing on the walls. And it's the most profound day. A client will see themselves like they never seen themselves before. And they will see how all of the results that they're having in their life, it all correlates and it all connects. Because everything is connected, right? So that's day 2, is getting present to their present identity and their present reality. And then once we understand the past of what got us here, now we understand the present of how it shows up in my world, why my world looks this way. Then day 3 is all about creation. And it's all about the future at that point. Is it possible for you to create a future that you've never experienced in your life? Is it possible for you to become somebody that you've never been in your life? Is it possible for you to experience an extraordinary reality that you always in your mind thought it was possible, but in your body you never thought it was possible for you? And the answer to that is yes. You don't experience more by trying to go after more. You experience more by becoming somebody more. And that's what day 3 is all about. It's about creating a new blueprint, a new unconscious blueprint that you can start coming from to start creating a different life for yourself. And when we create a new blueprint, right, one of the biggest things that you're going to see, I'm going to put it on the overlay of this video, is I show them what is the blueprint that they're currently running their life, their values, their thoughts, and their beliefs about life, right? And normally the first day when I do this with my clients, what they see now is that their whole blueprint is outwardly focused. It's like you're focusing on being admired. You're focusing on being loved. You're focusing on being accepted. You're focusing on being validated. All these things that have nothing to do with your internal state. And the problem with that is when everything you're focusing on are things that you can't control. You can't control if people accept you. You can't control if people see you. You can't control if people value. But when your whole internal state is focused on your external world, then your internal state is always going to be at ebbs and flows, ups and downs, aligned and unaligned. You're going to feel great. You're not going to feel great because it's outside of your control. And that's why a lot of you just feel so all over the place because you're not centered in your godlike nature. You're not centered in yourself to where you have the ability to continuously feel confident, fulfilled, belief, grateful, loved, successful, prosperous. No matter whatever is going on externally, it's an internal state in which you come from. And in day 3, we reshift that blueprint, right? So where it goes from all the external things first to now the thing that's running your life are the internal things first. It's your self-love. It's your self-acceptance. It's your gratitude. It's your peace. It's your fulfillment. It's your purpose. It's your joy. It's your spiritual alignment. It's your vitality. It's all the states that you don't need anybody else. And once you do that, after you create who you are right now, then it's about being so centered in that person. Guys, listen, this is not about having words on the pieces of paper. It's shifting your identity, your subconscious mind at the deepest level humanly possible. You see, most people, they're always trying to get rid of their limiting beliefs. Kusudi, how do I let go of my limiting beliefs? You do the internal work so much that you don't have to let go of your limiting beliefs. They naturally let go of you. Because a lie can never spill into the same vibration of a truth. It can't exist, it can't coexist where truth is. So the lie of you're not good enough, I'm not powerful enough, people won't respect me, I can never do this, it would never coexist in the truth that you are a God and you have the ability to create the reality in which you desire to experience. You're not the God, you're not to be worshipped by anybody, but you're made in the image and likeness of God. You're powerful, you're a creator, you're loved. You have the ability to create any reality that you desire to experience in this world. And the moment you get so centered in that, then the truth effortlessly falls off. And we do a closing ceremony to integrate this. We do a sound bowl and a healing experience for people to really be able to go into their subconscious mind, feel into their body with the cacao ceremony, right? And use this sacred plant medicine in order to heal and rewire their nervous system, go within, and really get rejuvenated. And then we do a fire ceremony where during this ceremony, we let go of all the ideas, all the thoughts, all the identities up until this point that no longer serve you. And I always tell my clients, it's not about letting these go as if it was a problem, because it wasn't a problem. It served you up until this point. You want to honor that version of you. And this is why a lot of you guys are conflicted and you're not shifting. It's because you're looking at the version of yourself like it's a problem. It's not a problem. It got you to where you are right now. It helped you become the person that you are right now. It at least got you to the awareness of consciousness for you to be able to watch this video and even give this idea and thought a chance. So it's not that we're like letting it go because it's a problem. We're letting it go just because it no longer serves us. So we honor that part and we gracefully let it go. We let that part of your body rest. Aren't you willing to experience a level of just rest and peace and certainty and love? Some of you need to let versions of yourself just go. It's okay. You no longer have to be that person anymore. Honor that person because it got you to where you are right now. But the same person that got you here can't be the same person that gets you there. And we do a closing fire ceremony in order to close that off. It's one of the most powerful ceremonies that we do. And then lastly, after the transformation has taken place, after we got your past in alignment, your present in alignment, your future in alignment, we've let go of that and you've embodied something differently. You never know you changed until you time to do something to implement and integrate the transformation. And the way you know you change, you never know you change until you're 10, 15,000 feet up in a plane and it's time for you to hop out of that. And this is where I do something fun, adventurous with my clients. So we always do something fun and integrated. So I don't care if it was my client who was scared of water, who never got in the ocean before because he was scared of it. So I took him parasailing and he was afraid of heights. We did a helicopter ride over Miami. Or all the different clients that I've taken skydiving, hopping out of planes in Arizona, Indiana, Tulum, Mexico, Playa del Carmen, right? We always do something fun and adventurous to integrate the experience here in Mexico. And it's a phenomenal experience because after that, my clients know that if they could jump out of a plane, if they could conquer their fears, they could do anything in this world. Listen to what one of my clients had to say about it.
Through these 2 days, I learned so much about myself. I was able to conquer some fears. We went parasailing. I had a huge fear of water, right? I don't know how to swim. And through coaching and through giving me that push, I was able to overcome my fear and get on the boat with Kusudi and parasail over the Miami Ocean. And it's a beautiful experience, you know. I realized just the power of the mind and how we sometimes relate fears to real life, and it's all just a thought. So this 2 days is very powerful. I can already see my life shifting with my wife, with myself, how I feel. I'm just grateful to be here and to be coached by Kusudi.
And guys, this is what real transformation looks like. It's transforming every single part of your life, being outside of your environment. This is why I'm here in Tulum, Mexico right now. So it puts you in an environment of the jungle. Tulum is one of the most healing places on earth, right? It's made up of over 6,000 cenotes and lagoons. It has the ocean And water represents emotion. So anytime you need emotions to flow, prosperity to flow, things to flow in your life, you want to go do work where there's water. And that's what Tulum is. So if you're wanting to come to a sacred healing place in the middle of the jungle, get luxury custom meals made for you every single day, stay in a luxury villa, do deep work one-on-one with your life, and then do something fun to integrate the experience. If that sounds like it's your vibe, then click the link below. Let's talk about you coming out to Tulum so that way we can do some deep work in your life. Guys, listen, this is how you transform your life. The past, the present, the future, getting all those three things into alignment. And the moment all those things are into alignment is the moment your life will transform like never before. I've seen this so much time and time again with so many different clients, just like this. And if you're ready to experience that in your life right now, click the link below. Let's come out here. Guys, listen, I hope this was valuable to you. I just let you into one of the biggest insights of life. I want you to start noticing anybody that's trying to change your life, they're just trying to change the way you relate to your past, the stories that you tell yourself about it, your present environment, the possibility of who you are right now to be more, and then the possibility of what you could experience in the future. And the moment you do any of those things, it transforms your life. And if you want to do it, I'll show you how. Like, comment, subscribe, send this video to someone that you think can use it. And I look forward to seeing you out here in Tulum. I look forward for you changing your life. It's time to get into alignment, and I'll show you how. Peace.